Okay, now let me start to explain what is that correlation for, guys. Okay, now let me ask one question, guys. Can you tell me what is correlation in a normal English definition? What is correlation? Just normal English definition. No, not the maths. Just English. What is correlation about? Don't relate with maths yet. Maths I'll do it for you. What is correlation in English? Oh, what is another name for correlation? No idea. Okay, correlation we can call as relationship. Okay, yeah. Now, relationship, not the relationship that you guys thinking boyfriend girlfriend is there. Now, this relationship is about a variable or about investment, about business. Okay. Now, if you go out there, guys, let me ask one question. Do you only do one business? One day, if you open up a business, okay, once you graduate, is it you only do one business at one time? Definitely do more than what? One business, am I right? You do 2 or 3 businesses. Now, when you do 2 or 3 businesses, for example, just take 2 businesses, for example. You have business A, business B. What is the relationship between A and B? You have to calculate that. Do you get it? Okay. Now, if you want to open up a business, do you open up or do you expand the same business? Example, if you open up maybe a dress shop, for example, okay, a dress shop. Do you just expand the dress shop forever? How would you do? Maybe you go into different field, right? Maybe you open up a restaurant, for example. So these two are 2 different business, correct? Okay, but what is the relationship between these 2 business? Now, when we talk about relationship between these 2 business, what I mean here is when you will get a profit from these 2 business, in which season, in which time, okay, when will be the demand you will have, okay, which part, that's the relationship I'm talking about here. So we have to calculate. For example, let me give you an example. If you open up an ice cream business and a umbrella business, for example, now these 2 business will go well in which season, guys? Ice cream, hot season, right? Umbrella, raining season. But how about the in a raining season? Is it ice cream will go well or not? No. Umbrella, yes. But a hot season, ice cream, yes, will go well. How about umbrella? Not to say kosong, but lesser. Okay, definitely people will use umbrella in a hot season also, but will be lesser. Okay, so one go up, another one comes down, am I right? Or another one go up, another one comes down. Okay, now this we call as vice versa. That comes under which category here, guys? Positive, no correlation, or negative? Just guess. Now it comes under negative correlation. Okay, comes under negative. Take note, yeah. Okay, anything the business is vice versa. For example, another one go up, another one comes down. The profit comes down, or another one go up, another one comes down. Vice versa against each other. That comes under negative correlation. Remember that. Okay. Now, how about positive correlation? Any idea, guys? Positive correlation. Now, I already gave you an example for negative, right? So, can you tell me for positive? Just think some business, anything that comes under positive correlation. First of all, what is about positive? Negative means it against each other, right? Vice versa. Positive should be what? Same, together. If it go up, another business also go up at the same time, together. Come down also at the same time. Anything? Come again? Film and camera, for example, or maybe that's a bit of old example. No more film already. Yeah, right? Yeah. That's I think my time, 15 years back. Yeah, we use film. Okay, but you know what is fantastic about using film those days? When I capture using film. Do you use film before? Anyone? I think Brent, you got used. Seriously, you got use film. You know what is fantastic about using film? What is that? Huh? No. I mean, when you capturing, nothing fantastic about the film. Of course, it's nice to look at the film, but when you capture using that kind of camera, you know what is the fantastic part? You won't do any mistake. You try to avoid mistakes last time because you will waste the film. Not like nowadays. You just capture. Not nice. Delete. Capture. Delete. Can you do that in the film? Habis lah. Koyak. Okay. Yeah. No more turning back. Finish. So adjust. Okay. Smile. Okay. Everything ready. Chill. Then only capture. No more adjustment after that. So that's the thing. Any other new ideas? I mean, new example. Rather than film and camera. Giving car and petrol. Very good example. Okay. Of course, but not really positive, but it comes under positive also. But can we say there's economic factors in car? Yes, comes under positive, right? If there is a problem in economic sectors, you have a problem in your business, definitely, do you will buy car? No. So it comes under positive. Any other examples and then the car? Can we say there's shoe and a dress? Shoe different product, dress is different product, but it will go well in the same season, am I right? What season is that? Festival season. In Chinese New Year, definitely go and buy a new dress, new shoe, everything new, am I right? So different product, but will go well in the same season. So both go up on the same time, both comes in on the same time. Positive correlation. Are we okay? So in other words, it goes parallel on the same way. Okay, go up on the same, come down on the same time. Okay, it's not against each other. That's called positive correlation. How about no correlation? Any idea what is no correlation? In other words, it's everything. Yes, it's everything. That means no correlation means we got no idea what's going to happen in the future. It suddenly can go up, it suddenly can come down. Yeah, it's something like unknown. We don't know. That's why they say no correlation. We don't know. Anything can happen anytime. It can go up on the same time, it can come down on the same time, or it can against each other. Okay, no idea. So in other words, it's difficult to forecast what's going to happen. Like for example, dress and shoe, we know that okay, festival season it will go well. For example, we know that ice cream and umbrella against each other because it depends on the season as well. Okay, but no correlation, we got no idea. Example of business, guys, comes under no correlation. Any idea? Very good. Shares. You know when shares will go up, you know when shares will come down, but we don't know. Okay. Yeah. Okay. If we know, then definitely we all are millionaires, right? Any other than shares? Petrol. petroleum, gold, okay. Yeah, and you know when gold price will go up or not? Do you know when gold price will come down or not? That day suddenly go up, then suddenly come down already. Alright? That day was 166, now 162. So that's the that comes under no correlation. We don't know. Suddenly go up, suddenly comes down. Okay? We don't know. So that comes under no correlation. Now, here's the part. Which is less risk? Which is less risk? Hmm? Which is less risk? Positive, no correlation, or negative? Which one is less risk? Negative is what? Less risk. How about which one is a higher risk? This is very high risk, and this we can call as what? Moderate risk. Okay, moderate risk. That is very high risk. Why I say positive is a moderate risk? It's still high risk. Positive is still high risk. Why I say it's a high risk? Because both go up on the same time and both go down at the same time. If both go up, go down at the same time, what will happen to your pocket? Kosong lah. Am I right? Definitely your pocket will empty, correct? That's a bit dangerous unless you like to take risks. But which has a higher return here? This both has what? Higher return. And this is what? Lower return, definitely. Because that's a theory, guys. You take the higher the risk, the higher the return. That's a theory always. Okay? You play Forex, for example. High risk or not? Yes, definitely. High risk. But high return. Okay? Immediately you can get 1,000, 2,000 ringgit. Immediately you can be a millionaire. But immediately you can street on the what? Yeah. You can sit on the street. Okay? You can go to the street, then what? Become a beggar. So that's the thing. Okay? So do you understand this part, guys? We will use this for a comment, but not the high risk, low risk. I just explained the theory here. Okay, what is the use of this? This is just a basic. Okay, this is just a basic because look at the formula, guys. Then we come back again. Look at the formula. How many variables we have there? How many variables? We have x and y. We have two variables, correct? Okay. Let me ask one question. You go out there. Do you only do two business? You will do more than that, am I right? Okay, this is just basic. That means two variable means it can be two business, it can be any factors. Example, you can put it in. It's just two. Limit to two. Yes, what is the formula that can calculate more than two? There is, but not now lah. When you go to degree and master, you will learn. Okay, that's a bit longer. Okay, yeah. Now, so that's about that. Later we use that for a command. Now, what is that? I put it there. X is what? What is independent, guys? What is independent? Now, don't tell me you don't know what is independent. Not Merdeka. Don't tell me Merdeka. Okay? Huh? Solo. Okay. In other words, solo. Yeah. It does not follow the others. Am I right? Or maybe does not depends on the others. In other words, X does not depend on the others. Example, more to clear to make you understand. If X change, is it the X change because of the others? Any other factor? No, X change because of himself. Okay, it's changed because of himself. Does not change because of the other factor. But how about Y? If X change, Y change because Y will be following the what? X, remember. Okay, this will be following the X. Okay, X change, Y will change. But if Y change, is it X will change or not? No. No. Y change, X don't change here. But X change, Y change. It follow. Okay? Now, very good. Now, why this is very important, why I put it as a note here, because you have to choose the correct X and Y later in the question. That's the part. Okay? That's the part. You have to choose it. If you choose wrongly, 2 marks will be deducted. Yeah. So you have to be very careful. Alright, not so difficult. Not so difficult. Just remember these guys. Just remember this. X is always which come first. Remember that. Okay? Which come first. X means which come first. Because which come first is always does not depend on the others. Am I right? Okay? The second always depends on the first, correct? Okay, so that's how you determine. So always in the question, guys, just think which comes first, which factor or which business comes first, which effect first, for example. Later we'll see an example soon. Let's start with our first example. But don't worry, because only for midterm, guys, only for midterm, you have to memorize the theory and the what we call that. Sorry, you only have to memorize the formula. Okay, but for final exam, formula paper will be given. So starting from this topic is all about what? Final exam. Okay, yeah. Yeah, also class test lah. Okay, but yeah, class test definitely formula paper will be given, but working you have to memorize lah definitely. Okay, final exam formula paper will be given because stats normally formula paper will be given. Okay, don't worry. But midterm memorize Okay, don't go and ask where's the formula paper on the day. Memorize 1 and 2 only, topic 1 and 2 only. Okay. Maybe it's look like a very long formula or what. Trust me, it's very easy. Okay, it's very easy. The working is not so complicated like what you think. Maybe the formula look very long, but the working is not complicated. Quite straightforward. Okay. Now, before you start any working in topic 3, guys, always the first step now, choose the X and Y first. Okay. Now, this is a question, correct? Now, choose the X and Y here. What is your X and Y? Which one is X first? Sales or profit? Why sales? Now, very simple what I told you just now. Which comes first? Sales comes first, right? Straightforward. So that becomes your X. Because sales come first, then only what? Profit. So always think in this way. Always think in this way. Example. Let me give you another example. Let's see you can find the X and Y now. Even the exam I give you electricity and machine hours. Electricity, okay, and machine hours. Machine hours. Now which one is X and Y? Think carefully. Which comes first? So which one is X? Machine hours. If machine does not run, you don't need to have usage of what? Electricity, am I right? Yeah. That's how you think. Which comes first? If machine runs, then you need electricity. Okay? Same thing. Okay? If number of students in the class and electricity. Which comes first? Student. If the student is not here, then you don't use electricity, right? Close down. Same thing. Okay? Think always which comes first. Now, go back to the formula here. Now, what we need to calculate here, guys? Look at the formula. Okay, what we need to calculate here? We need to calculate what? X and Y. Okay, the X, Y. We need to calculate X squared and what? Y squared. So that will be our working here. X squared, Y squared, XY. Of course, we need to total up this as well. We need the total X squared, total Y squared, total XY. This is the working. Is it working difficult? Trust me. If you say difficult, I don't know what to say. Okay. Now, X power of 2, Y power of 2. XY means X times Y. That's it. That's the working. So is that correct? Total X 515. Total X squared 39125. Check. X squared, is that correct? Check guys, is that correct? Y squared total is 60,100. Correct? And XY is 47,200. Correct. Okay. So that's the only working you have to do for this formula. The formula is wrong, but actually this is the working. Okay? Just power off and then times. Now, don't forget, yeah, I just keep on repeating this. Next week is your midterm some more. Make sure write all your what? Formulas. Got marks for your formulas. And make sure don't write your workings in the question paper. Do the workings in your answer paper. Okay, got marks for that, remember. Answer is not important here. Your answer is wrong, you're still able to get marks. Okay. Can you memorize this formula? Can't. Please try. Better do it. How many numbers do we have? How many numbers? We have 8 numbers, right? Yeah. So 8 comes here. The n is numbers. How many numbers we have? Okay. Then total xy 47, 200, 515, 0. Now guys, I just want to ask you this part. This part is times or minus? Times here. Now why I'm telling this because most of the students on the exact time, I don't know how, they will go minus here. I know it looks like the board bracket looks like minus, but it's not minus. Bracket comes times. Okay? Don't forget here. This part is always times, don't forget, times. And another students they compute with the division. The square is needed on your denominator. Okay? Not the whole thing, yeah? Only on your denominator. Only on the bottom. Okay? So students always get confused, they're going to square root the whole thing. So they got the wrong answer. Okay, that's another part. Now, and another part, how you check your answer, whether your answer is correct or wrong. I'm not saying 100% you can check. At least you know whether your answer still in the range of correct or wrong. Okay, how do you check? Your answer always must be reading 1 to -1. Go back to your comment here. That's why I put a number there. 1 and what? -1. Your answer is always within that. Your answer most probably is what? Will be 0.8 or 0.9 something, 0.6 something, or it can be -0.8, -0.9 or something like that. It always 0 point something or -0 point something. In case in the exam, if we get 1 or -1, exactly, you better check. Because in my life, okay, I never seen 1 yet. Perfect. That's called perfect, right? Nothing is perfect. Okay, even in calculus you won't get perfect answer. 1. If you get 1, you double check. Okay? Double check. The nearest that I'm seeing is 0.99. 0.9, the nearest 0.9. Okay, not 1. So if your answer is more than 1, what happened? Definitely wrong. You better double check. Okay. So anyone got the answer? Now how much you get here? Do you get 48,000 here? Okay. And here it's 47775. And here is 71,200. Is that correct? You calculate one by one. You don't take risks in the exam if you don't know how to put a bracket in your calculator. Calculate one by one, then only work out the final answer. So your final answer should be 0.82. Is that correct? Yeah. So in the exam also you do the same thing. Don't take risks here. I know you straight away can calculate in your calculator unless you are very sure how to put a bracket in your calculator. One bracket wrong, it will show a wrong answer. Okay? Don't take risks. Now, comment. How do you comment on your answer? Now we get 0.82, am I right? Positive or negative? Positive. Now go back to the scale that I gave you. 0.82 comes under weak or strong? Strong. Anything more than 0.7, strong positive. So this is more than 0.7.